So, last time, we got the fingerprints we needed to save the scientist who uploaded the viral video online of the exploding ship.
How recent are these posters? Did like this prison fall into like this state of disrepair in like 2 months or something?
No, this is sort of like, you know how when you're like a teen and you want to, like decorate your own room for the first time, it's just, the posters of things you like vaguely?
Right,
Yeah.
they're just sprucing up the place.
Like, that poster of Kazuya's, is like this universe's version of the Farrah Fawcett poster.
Oh, so you're saying there's a hole outside, out of the prison? Yeah,
But yeah, everyone got one poster and everyone just has very similar tastes overall, I think is the issue.
Oh yeah, it's like whenever I moved in with a bunch of guys right after college. We just all had the same Ghostbusters poster.
Right. You all had the same, periodic table of video game controllers poster.
So I just kind of want to say, actually, considering that poster, imagine if, our universe, everybody had that Farrah Fawcett poster, and then 20 years later, she would, turn into, a fucking worldwide military dictator, because that's what Kazuya is now.
I think that'd be really cool.
I'd be into that. That's the kind of turn I could get into.
I mean, that's kind of how it would turn into, what kind of year is this poster? Is it before or after things went wrong?
Right.
There's, some prestige in that.
Yeah, right, you have the vintage poster from before Farrah Fawcett became the military dictator.
Yeah.
And, required everyone in the country to have a poster like this, right?
Right, it's like how I have that poster of Joe Biden whenever he was young.
Yeah. And now they require you to have it because he'll bury your dog if you don't.
Yeah.
They fucking invade your house and see if you have the poster up on your wall, and if not, they fucking splatter your brain onto it.
Yeah, they just make you put one up.
You know what? This sounds POC. This sounds like a POC future. We should make this happen.
Hell yeah.
Agreed. Who are we making the military dictator? Now, this is a very important question for our international audience.
How about Bjork?
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
I feel like she could definitely, become, one of those, funny military dictators that people make videos about, right?
Yeah. Now, you say Bjork, that gave me an idea. What if it was instead Enya?
Nah.
Enya already has sort of that eccentricity to her, right? Where she, lives in a castle and has never listened to music so that it doesn't influence, what she makes.
I mean, I feel like you could say a lot of the same things about Bjork.
Okay, that's fair.
When
Yeah.
she makes her own music, does she, plug her ears so she doesn't hear it, or...?
No, she's allowed to hear her own music.
Oh.
Not anyone else's music.
I guess this is also a very foreign guy, opinion, but I feel like Enya is, of a certain, era, whereas Bjork, lives forever.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's fair.
I mean, I feel like you could really say with either of them, they wouldn't even be that, unique in the sense of European royalty. We have our fair share of experience with, kings who don't really want to govern or anything. They just want to pay artists to paint cool shit.
Yeah, but I feel like also, a lot of them are just boring, whereas, somebody like Bjork, over President Bjork, that would be great, because she would be doing constantly stupid shit, just putting her finger in the innards of a TV that's plugged in.
Man, I would like this screen as a poster. This is so cool.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know, it's a cool setup for the pick whatever weapons you want. But then of course you get to the point where you've picked up 3 weapons and you can no longer pick up another one.
I don't know, I feel to really have a poster, there needs to be some manner of badass standing in front of it crossing their arms.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, at the very least, like a cool skeleton or something.
Well, it's the kind of poster I would keep in a cupboard. So, like, you open up the cupboard and it's like, oh, whoa, look at all these fucking suitcase guns.
So it's like aspirational for you in some way?
Yeah. And a little tricky, because people will see that and they'll think, oh wow, this guy has 2 katanas?
Alright, so I'm so glad I finally got to show off the machine gun suitcase so I can never have to use it again. It's very funny the way that they animate and get staggered by it.
Yeah, I was expecting, some cool spy shit, like you lay it down and it has like a little turret, but no, it just like shoots itself around like it's a fucking, like, stupid sci-fi weapon for idiots.
It's like a lawn sprinkler. It's so cool.
It's a real crowd control sort of gun.
It should hit Nina. That would be funny.
That would be. But yeah, as you can see, we found our way back to the jail. It turns out that everything has just been connected in the most obtuse way possible.
I think that counts.
I was kind of wondering, like, what position is this guy in at this point? And I wasn't quite expecting that, but it does make sense.
Yeah, of course. I do appreciate how much, like, the whole body moves as you're in that mode, right? So you still have to deal with the effects of whatever's happening. But they also can't hurt you in that one, so if they make contact and they're, like, in there, like, getting back up animation, they'll just keep doing that, and you've basically dodged an entire attack.
I really love how the sound effects in this game almost sound like Hanna-Barbera ones.
Yeah, just wait until the section where we pick up a new melee weapon. It's a bag of peas.
Nina Williams hits Heihachi over the head with a bowling ball.
Yeah. We call in an airstrike, but it drops a piano on Kazuya's head. Anyways, I got turned around for a second because, as you tell, the camera angles do not make it easy to navigate where I am.
I've got the intruder in my sights.
We're just trying to make it back to Lucas's, I guess, cell at this point. Because, like, we've got the fingerprint, but we gotta let him out. He can take us to get whatever else we need for this mission. Evidence of the foul play on that one cruise ship.
He knows all the good YouTube videos and he's gonna show them to us.
Yeah. He's actually just gonna show us his watch later playlist, and he's like, no, don't worry. I've been saving this one for a special occasion. When I got kidnapped for doing a war crime, and then saved by the CIA and MI6 simultaneously.
Hey, listen. Like, doing war crimes, then saying you're sorry and being rescued by, like, the CIA and MI6 is what they're all about?
Oh yeah. That's what black hat hackers do, like, on the daily.
Huh, they wear hats? Why should they have to? They're indoors.
To keep the glare of the incandescent light bulbs out.
Oh yeah, because they all wear glasses and are stupid nerds.
Yeah, too much glare.
Yeah, Lukas was just about to sing.
I see. Good work. They're on the move here, too. They're heading underground. There must be something down there.
Shit, the gas is gone. Damn, they'll get to it first.
I'm going after them. I'll be out of radio contact for a while.
Roger.
Oh, well, you've been so chatty up until now.
Alicia, you've got to help me. If those fools try to use it, it'll mean the end of the world. Please. Where is it? In my lab underground. Oh, damn. My prints won't work.
I like how fast his lines are coming out, like, all of this is just hitting him at once. I mean, as a scientist, all those thoughts got to be hitting him at 100,000 miles an hour. He's got to be thinking faster than the average man.
Oh, yeah.
Two people with security clearances.
He's like the personification of the nerdy emoji.
Yeah.
Roof. All right, make yourself scarce for a while.
Ah, cool. Escort.
Make yourself scarce because 3 guys are going to come in and kill you. Yeah, so in this area, Lukas can get attacked by enemies, and some enemies will just, like, chase after him.
Lucas,
I
what the
just
fuck
love
are you
the-
doing?
He's slowly walking up, like, Nina, do you know the Wi-Fi?
And he left the room, so he just literally dodged me so that he could go and kick Lukas in the face.
Just fucking Naruto runs up to this complete dweeb.
Yeah, so if he dies, of course, it is game over, but it's not actually that hard to deal with. It's just very funny.
I just love him, like his own blood-curdling, help me! And then he gets hit, he's like, ow. Youch, that's smarts.
Hey, listen.
Ouchie.
Most of combat is about composure.
It's true. Like, you know, he's scared, but as soon as he enters combat mode, he knows, like, oh yeah, no, I have to take it on the chin, right?
Right, that's why he's entering the next Iron Fist tournament.
Oh,
Exactly.
You know what? That will be so fucking cool, Tekken 8, let's go.
I mean, like, he should, like, work with, who's the scientist? Is that Violet? The sexy one. Well, the sexy...
Yeah, that is Violet, who is also just Lee, but he's got purple hair.
Well, great.
I know when I say the sexy scientist from Tekken, you obviously think of Boskanovich, but I was thinking of a
Right.
different guy.
Boskanovich is beyond, like, the annals of attraction, so to say.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, you just can't put him on a scale like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, the hot or not scale cannot contain a man such as Boskanovich.
Right, but he is hot.
Right. I mean, of course. I didn't think we had to say that.
Primarily because if you have put him on hot or not, he will send an airstrike to the person who has made that website.
Yeah, no, Dr. Boskanovich actually went into doing evil crime because he used to be a professor and he just got mad about all the ratings on Rate My Professor that didn't have a chili pepper on them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have to crawl back through here in order to get back to the roof. And a cave-in happens. So I hope
Well-
you didn't miss anything from before.
Did Lukas go in with us, or...?
No,
Oh, okay.
he's gonna wait. Could you imagine having to escort him through this? Like, every other turn, we're going too fast, and he's just like, help me, I'm lost.
I don't know, like,
he
he's
gets stuck sideways in the vent.
Listen, he's, like, so scrawny, like, going through these fence would be like walking to him.
Yeah, he actually can go through the metal bars.
Yeah. He doesn't have to even do all this. So yeah, the nice thing about this one is that we've collected all the coins and no new ones have popped up, because for some reason no one has gone through these vents since we've done it. So it's actually just a real straight trip back to the sewers.
I think a mechanic should be, since Nina's clothing has so many, like, cuts and holes in it now, she should drop coins and you have to repick them up.
Agreed. I think that's a great mechanic. So, as you remember, when we were going up the first time, there was that, like, water leak, right? They tried to drown us in that big, like, stairway. Now everything's underwater. This technically makes it easier to find old and new coins in this area, like that one that we had to search through before in the sewer would just be glowing now. But also you're on a timer constantly because you only have so much air in your lungs before you start losing health.
Right. Like in real life.
Right, and the nice thing here is that while there's no underwater combat, there are like 5 or 6 or 7 coins now in this area that are accessible because it's been flooded. And so I hope you're excited for a lot of underwater travel right now, because we're going to go find them all.
Hey, wait a minute, you sped up this gameplay! You son of a bitch!
I didn't speed anything up, actually. So, Tekken's Nina Williams is actually like an Olympic swimmer, or at least has the skills of one. And if you hit the swim button fast, you go a lot faster. It's kind of like a car. You actually have like acceleration. So when you let go, she'll like drift for a bit while you're swimming.
Yeah, Nina Williams actually got like a little motor stuck to her.
Yeah.
She's fuel injected.
Yeah, a little propeller like pops out.
Yeah.
Yes. So you know how we stole this suit from Lana Leigh's closet? She actually had the propeller put in to be able to win all the swimming contests on the cruise ship.
Oh my god, that's so devious. I'm glad we killed
Yeah.
her.
No, she's not dead.
When you tap the swimming button, it's actually her just pulling that, like, cord, like, much more.
Oh, yeah. It's like the chords on, like, those old toys where they would, like, say a catchphrase, except for this one is just giving you a speed boost.
Oh, it also tells you a catchphrase. It says, "Hello, it's me, Nina Williams. Welcome to my game." That's her catchphrase.
Wow, that's so good of her.
I always feel like it's weird when she says that after winning a fight in Tekken.
And before the fight, I feel like they should have given her more quotes. Yeah, so here you can see that going fast is a boon as much as it is a bane, because you just take corners like shit. And especially in these, like, cramped quarters, it's like, doesn't do anything.
Right, they're using, like, Ridge Racer physics to get through this part.
Yeah. I mean, it's Namco. They've gotta. They've gotta use every part of the buffalo.
So, speaking of Nina Williams' game, I've been thinking again about, like, what other Tekken spin-offs could we have? And I know we've brought Yoshimitsu around here before.
Yeah.
But I have an idea. How about, like, a Yoshimitsu immersive sim? Like Thief, because, he's like a ninja that, like, steals stuff from the rich and gives them to the poor, right?
Right, yeah.
But
I got you.
instead of all your cool arrows, you would just have multiple different ways to kill yourself.
Oh, yeah. It's like Voodoo Vince meets Thief.
Yeah. Except, like, you don't get anything out of it.
I was gonna say, I couldn't remember with Yoshimitsu. Does that, like, do damage to, like, an enemy?
If it hits, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have to hit them with the sword that you're also stabbing yourself
Yes.
with?
Yes.
Okay.
I think the best way to do it, I haven't played Yoshimitsu since I was 10, but it's like doing a back turn and then doing that move, right?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Anyways, you can see where we ran out of air there because we're in an elevator shaft and our head would have hit the damn elevator if we kept going up the way we were.
I think there should be a martial law cooking simulator.
That sounds good. I like that.
I think it should be a business sim where your goal isn't to be profitable, it's to get out of the constant bankruptcy you find yourself in.
Yeah.
Right, so it's like you have one business and you win by getting out of bankruptcy, and then the next chapter is you're in new bankruptcy and you need a new business.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it being like an inevitable, like, failure. Like, no matter what you do for your restaurant, you will never get enough business, so you just have to keep winning Iron Fist tournaments to save your company.
Yeah, the Sisyphean task of keeping a restaurant in business.
Right.
Yeah. Also, once a week, Paul comes in and eats like $500 worth of food, and like he never pays.
Or he pays, but he doesn't tip, right, is the issue.
No, he doesn't pay. It's the friend discount.
Yeah.
Right, he's like, no, put it on my tab, and he just never pays out.
Also completely destroys the bathroom every single time. He's a fucking menace.
Oh yeah,
Like, Kuma comes in and the bathroom's better after that guy.
Yeah.
every time, like, Paul Phoenix is a successful shit, he does that backflip and just, like, lands on the toilet and breaks it.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. This is the kind of characterization we need in these sorts of games.
Also, John Taffer comes in and yells at you.
Right. I mean, of course. I mean, John Taffer, I think, honestly could fit in. He's got the attitude, he's got the personality to fit into the Tekken universe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh, I see, about John Taffer.
Yeah.
More like the Iron Lungs.
Iron Fist cross Iron Chef. Hold up.
let him cook. Which is the
Literally.
catchphrase of...
Martial Laws
Listen.
video game, great.
Listen, if we just get one more minute, we might be able to, like, brainstorm a whole joke.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have that time. Once we go through this door, we've got a new mission to do. Sorry, folks.
Oh, I've got a good
shit.
one.